everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new here, my name is Kristie and I just started a YouTube channel about 3 weeks ago, and I make planner videos mainly at this point, but at some point it could change into some makeup and lifestyle. This week I will be filming a plan with me for the week of, let's see, it will be July the 15th through the 21st. I use a Recollections planner by Michaels, which obviously is the closest that I have been able to find to an Erin Condren without spending the money. And I did just come back from not planning for a very long time, so we're trying to not really spend a lot of money right now until we know that this is going to be a consistent thing. Last week I had planned early, and I told you guys that I would update you a little bit on some things from last week. So my little niece was in her pageant on Tuesday night. She did not get the title, but she did win Best Interview, so I was very proud of her for that. She had so much poise and elegance, and she looked absolutely beautiful. Such a proud aunt. Other than that, the only thing that really changed a whole lot is that on Thursday I had an unexpected doctor visit, but I'm going to talk a little bit about this week too. I haven't really filled out Saturday and Sunday, obviously, because we just kind of got into Saturday and Sunday. So we're going to go to this week. This week, the kit that we will be using, I did a poll on my Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I will have it linked down below in case I do something like this again. I'm doing a throwback NicoleAlexiaDesigns kit this week, and I had two kits that I had chosen that I wanted everybody else to pick from. So I had put those up and to see what people wanted to see. And the one that was chosen was the NicoleAlexiaDesigns and Craft and Quill kit that Nikki and Allie had done a few years ago, I think. I can't remember exactly when. So this was a summer kit, a summer theme kit that they had done. I loved it when I purchased it. Just never used it at the time because I think by the time I got it, I had kits planned for summer and it just didn't happen. So this is going to be classic NicoleAlexiaDesigns layout. So we've got our large weekend banner, our double boxes here, we got habit trackers here, build-do sticker, some functional items, and then we have our full boxes and our washi. Today to do little things, some quarter boxes and half boxes, and a little bit some appointment labels as well. And then we also have some little things, some 3-heart checklists, some flags, and then our heart checklist to go, to do, to buy down here at the bottom, and then our bottom washi, our date covers, and the numbers. I did also happen to have, because, you know, I've gotten more used to doing, like, instead of today to do little things, I've gotten more into glitter headers. So I did find this set of glitter headers that I had from Frank Heart You. I had clearly used the red for something at one point, don't know what. So I thought these colors would kind of blend pretty well with this. And I think what we're going to do looking at them is I'm probably going to pull this blue, well, maybe the darker. I may actually do, because I'll use 4 colors, because I'll use 3 here and then I'll use 1 on my sidebar over here. But I'm thinking I want to use maybe the darker pink. I'm trying to see against this. Yes, the darker pink for sure. The lighter blue for sure. And I'm thinking maybe that purple. Pink. Yeah, I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do. So I think we're going to do the lighter, the dark, well, hold on, which pink did I say? I think we're going to use the dark pink, this purple, and this blue. On the sidebar, I think I will use, I might use the dark purple. No. I think the lighter blue would be better on the sidebar. So that's what we're going to kind of start with. I did also pull in some other stickers that I have here. My usual, my munchkins, my emojis, my samplers that come with everything. We'll kind of talk through those as I go. And then I also have this Sweet Kawaii design book that I got from Michaels a few weeks ago. It just has some build-do stickers, things like that. I thought it was really cute, so just decided to buy it. Thought it was just kind of something easy, because I tend to run out of, like, these are the kind of stickers that I tend to run out of, and for whatever reason I don't really buy the functional sheets of those anymore. So I don't know why, but it is what it is. So the first thing that we're going to start out doing is what I've been doing, which is whiting out the days of the week. Oops. See, this is why these are not the best whiteouts. I'm really thinking I'm going to have to buy some of the Tombow ones. I just have not convinced myself to do it yet. And I'm thinking that the Tombow ones, maybe the white won't be as harsh, but I don't know. So we're going to do that first. I think it's also been kind of weird for me too, because I've gotten oddly used to planning with the stackable washi, which I wasn't sure if I was going to like when I started doing this again. You'll notice also a little bit of difference in my filming setup here. I'm trying to do things a little bit better, make it a little bit more professional. So I'm actually trying. It's not professional, guys. Come on, it's me. But I bought a specific desk for this today from Ross that's actually really pretty, and it's like a perfect plan with me desk. So we're going to try sticking with this setup now. I'm actually in a room. If you guys hear lawnmowers outside, can't control that. I'm on the front side of my house now, and unfortunately our neighbors across the street have decided that this is the time to mow the grass. Good for them. So I think I'm going to start with the date covers this week. We're going to go through those. Let me zoom in a tiny bit for that. There we go. I'm hoping that this is actually auto-focusing. It looks like it is. Okay. So let's start with, so the 15th is Monday. So let's start there. And I'm going to go ahead off to the side here and put these dates on these so that when I lay them down, it doesn't take me forever. Because this is where I tend to get sloppy when I'm putting these on this when it's in the planner. Terrible. Anyway, so it's been a while since I talked to you guys, and I think I had kind of shared the last time that I was having some health struggles that I thought were probably coming from the fact that I had stopped eating proteins and all of that, and I was getting a little bit better. Well, I'm here to tell you, I had it mostly right, but not right. Thursday, I was at work, and I thought I was doing fine, and my sinuses started draining, which was not unusual for me. I've always had sinus issues. Yeah, that was right. I've always had sinus issues, and I used to be a smoker. So that's just something that's always existed for me. Well, Thursday, I was sitting there at work, and the longer I sat there, the harder it got to breathe, to a point that I started to get severely concerned, and so did my manager, that I was going to pass out. So on my lunch break, and literally this is who I am as a person, I literally went on my lunch break to a clinic and got checked, and basically found out that I have bronchitis. It is not contagious because I have no fever, so that's great news. But yeah, so apparently that's been the struggle that I've been having with breathing, so that's awesome to know. So I am now on an inhaler and steroids and all the fun things, and yeah, she gave me a refill on the inhaler and did tell me that if when that runs out, because I mean those are like 200 metered sprays, so it's gonna be a while before I run out of these, because she told me really the first time, well, for like the first probably 5-6 days, to use it every 4 hours. Just to open up my chest a little bit, because it was severely, I'm going to be honest with you guys, for the last like 4 weeks, it's been getting progressively worse, right? Well, I had told myself in my head, I convinced myself, this is what happens when you turn 40. You take something very simple that you probably in your 20s wouldn't have questioned at all, and you turn it into something that is really, really bad. So in my head, I had turned something that probably 5 years ago even, I would have been like, I probably have bronchitis or something, and I would have just gone to the doctor and got treated and been fine. And I turned it into, I was having a heart attack. I turned it into everything, and my manager actually told me, she's like, you should probably go to the hospital if you think that it's something really bad. And I was like, yeah, you know what? Where I'm at as a person right now, I'm not set up for that life. Where I'm set up at for right now as a person is we're going to go to the clinic, and if they feel like I need to go to the hospital, then we're going to go to the hospital. So, yeah, I had convinced myself over the last few weeks that like my blood pressure was off. And I'm going to be honest with you, I got my Apple Watch for Christmas this year. I almost feel like this was a blessing and a curse, because knowing your heart rate all the time can be dangerous, because it will start to freak you out after a while. And the ECG, having the how it tests your sign, see if your heart's in sinus rhythm to check if you're in AFib, that can be dangerous too. And I've kind of learned that, and I don't know that this was the best thing that I could have asked for Christmas. Let me zoom you guys out a little bit more now. Okay, so now we've got the date covers on. Let's lay down our bottom washi and get that part started. Let's see. So if you guys hear me taking a little bit deeper breaths, that's the biggest reason why. Because I tried to make myself very sick apparently this week, because I'm not that bright. So it was funny because I went into the room at the clinic, and the medical assistant came in to start taking my vitals and all that before I saw the doctor. And she was looking at my records, and she's like, "You're 40?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm 40." She's like, "Wow, you're almost 41." And I was like, "Yeah, in November." She's like, "Well, whatever you're doing, keep doing it." She's like, "'Cause you don't look it." Which is great to hear when you're 40, I'll be honest with you. So she asked me when she was going to take my blood pressure, I guess you could probably see the fear in my eyes, and she goes, "Do you typically have high blood pressure?" And I was like, "Well, not that I know of." But again, goes back into me thinking that I'm, having a heart attack or something. And I was like, "But sometimes when I don't feel good, it can kind of spike up." And she's like, "It's okay." She's like, let's just take this, and then we'll go from there." And she takes my blood pressure, and by some miracle of all miracles, it was 122/80, and I swear to you, and that was with me not feeling good, and I wanted to cry. I was so happy. Then the doctor was listening to my chest and my lungs, and she's like, "Well, your heart sounds good." And I was like, "Oh, thank you, Lord." She's like, "But your lungs are tight." And I was like, "Yeah, that's kind of what I've been experiencing, and that's one of the reasons why I'm here." So she has suggested that it is possible, though, that I have developed allergic asthma as I've gotten older, which is super fun. Anyway, so I think where we're going to start with this week, and you guys already kind of know how I do this, I think we're going to stick with the same pattern that we've been kind of doing, with me doing the box here, box here, box here, and then the same, and then 2 across at the top. So I don't see any reason not to use that. And I think I'm going to use the same pen this week as well, just because I did really like this one. These tool pens, it's funny because you would think that they would be exactly the same, right? They are not. They are not all created equal. Some of them write so well, and then others just are a hot mess. So let's see, what boxes do we have, and what do I want to put on the weekend? I may end up putting these 2 solid color ones on the weekend, just because that way my weekend banner can sit on those. I think that may be exactly what we do. So let's just go ahead and pull these up. Oh, what would be helpful? If I put glitter headers down. So I said we were going to use this color, this color, this color. So what order do I want to put those in? I think we're going to put blue at the top. Well, no, because that already has blue. Let's go the other way. Let's put the purple, because there's no purple at the top. So let's start with that. that's always the best thing, is that the one thing that you can lay down first is these strips across the top. So yeah, that's made for a pretty interesting last few days. I really just thought that it was partially old age settling in, and I know that sounds so funny, but like I really thought it was, because yeah, you know, you joke about getting older, but when things start happening that really, it was a lot. It was a whole lot. Anyway, so we're gonna get this down. And then we're going to put these over here. I think we'll do purple here. That looks good. And then I think we'll do the yellow right here. And then probably while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and lay down. Is that in there right? Yeah, pretty close. I think we'll go ahead and lay down our weekend banner. Just because if we're here, why would we not? And I'll be honest with you, Nikki's weekend banners, when they were like this, were like my favorite. These were like my jam back in the day. That's so satisfying. It's so pretty to look at. Anyway, moving on, we can go ahead and put the second row of headers under this. So that's great. So I think we'll do the purple here. Maybe we'll do... I want to do the blue. I feel like the other two colors are so... I think we'll do the pink and then the blue at the bottom is what we're going to do. So these two, we can just go ahead and put those in. Just like that. It's amazing when you start looking through stuff you own, the way you can piece together to plan, the way you're used to planning, even with like kids that maybe at the time weren't designed with the things that you're used to planning with now. So I saw these in there and I was like, I got this. Okay, so let's widen out a little bit more. We're actually gonna, okay, that's good. Okay, so what we're going to do next, let's go ahead and work on the sidebar now that we have that part done. It's starting to get a little dark, so if the color starts to shift a little bit, it's because my natural light from this side is not there anymore. Okay, so we can go ahead now and put the rest of our top headers across here too. Fine, don't come off. It's funny, you know, I've been really, like, I don't think I even realized how much I missed planning. And my regional manager, well, actually, there's two people. There's, I work in a dental office. So our regional manager is sticker obsessed and planner obsessed like I am. And so is one of our hygienists. So their little faces just light up when they see like this kind of stuff. And it's funny because I'm the only one who ever got into like the sticker kits and all this. Now the hygienist in my office does similar things, only she uses hers more for memory keeping. So she actually has one of the Sprocket printers and prints out her pictures. And I think she might use a Happy Planner as well. And I'll be honest with you, I tried the Happy Planners. I think it's because I started with Erin Condren that's the layout that I love. It's what I'm comfortable with. So, okay. So let's see what we have here. 3, 4, 5, 6. And I've only got 5 more days. So this is going to be a little bit different for me on the sidebar this time, isn't it? Well, that's okay because I have 9 check boxes, so we can actually put a couple of sections on this sidebar. And let's see what we have. because I can put my 2 habit trackers and maybe a checklist. That's maybe what we'll do. We'll put 2 habit trackers and a checklist. So let me see what I want to use for the box at the top. I am thinking, actually, I'm really kind of vibing with this pink box right here, or this purplish one, I guess. But then I like the surfboard. I think we'll go with this one, though. Okay, so here goes the fun of lining this up again. And it's like always trying to figure out which one is going to lay it down. I think it was this one last time, right? It was. There we go. Okay, so we've got that started. So now let me get the glitter headers. And I'm really thinking it's going to be this icy blue. I think that that's kind of what I'm feeling today. And you know what? Something that I have seen Andrea from Scribble Prints do, and I may do this week. I may steal it, commit a little thievery. Is put a little box up here with something in it. We'll see. Let me get my life together here. Oh, there is actually something that I want to put up there. So yeah, we may end up not doing oh, I should have gotten some scissors. I may end up having to run and get those. That moment where you actually buy things that you need to keep with your planner stuff, and then you don't put them with your planner stuff. Ooh, this is getting real crickets. We're gonna jump right into, luckily this is matte removables, or matte anyway. Matte stickers always pull up 1,000 times better. I've always found anyway. May have to lay this sideways so that I don't run into my week. I have a feeling I probably laid this down crooked, and that's probably what started us on this path. That's okay. We'll get through it. Okay, let's grab this and let's put a divider here. And that means we're probably, since I only have one of those habit trackers, we're probably just going to track my halo this week. Okay, so I think I am going to use, I have 6 days here. If I do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I have 2 greens. So maybe we'll take the green from here. Oh, I feel like that's a lot of green though. Let's put a checklist in. Let's put a big habit tracker. We'll do that. And I feel like what I'm going to do, this is going to take up a lot more room too. I think we're going to do a work habit tracker, just because I know things are about to get a little hairy at work. Just because I have a feeling that I'm about to be pulled in a few different directions, and that's okay. It's just that I need to prepare for that. And I think we'll use the purple one because we may end up only using one of these this week. It's funny that this is the exact same color as that, isn't it? That's interesting. Hey guys, did you notice too, I actually did my nails this week before filming versus looking super ratchet on camera. Yeah, I did these this morning because I was like, let's try to make our nails not look terrible. Not that I think you guys care. Okay, moving on. Let's see here. So let's take another, oh, I had these little habit trackers down at the bottom. I could have just used 2 of those instead. It's okay. We're just going to keep on down this little path we're going down. Okay, now we're going to put another one of these little dividers. Okay. Awesome. So now, I want to put, I may end up using one of those 3 hard ones. It depends on what this ends up looking like. I think I'm going to use a little bit of washi. I think. I hear my dog outside. It's really cute that my best friend's trying to keep her away. So let's use this blue, even though it's going to be against blue. So here's what we're going to do with this. We're actually going to drop this in right here. Oops. Drop that in right there. Then we're going to take, I think, this yellow, because, wait, no, I said green because we have two greens. That's right. We're actually going to put this down here. Then I want to do that there just so I can see. So if I go right here and line this up with these little grid marks, it's going to be completely off. I don't want to be too far off with my measure, because if I do, that's going to set my whole sidebar aside. That should be pretty good. Pretty close. Okay, I did decent on that. Okay, so I'm going to put a countdown there. And then let's see what we have room for over here, because we're going to need another glitter header. I'm really just liking dividing stuff with the glitter headers over here. I mean, I know it's blue on blue, but that's okay. We're going to bump that over a tiny bit because I know that I messed up a little bit when that was coming in, so I'm okay with that. We're going to leave that be. And then let's see what we can fit here. I'm thinking it's either going to be one of these, well, no, that's not even, it's a little bit too. So let's say if I did Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. See, this is why I used to love Nikki's Kids, right? Because like the reason I fell in love with these initially is you have so many colors. So I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 original colors. I don't have to, if I wanted to, I could do the 2 weekend checklist the same day. So I may end up doing that. We may take green for the weekend, and then we would have 4 colors. I'm just trying to figure out in my head what that would work like, what that would look like. So that would give me pink, yellow, blue, and the purple would then go on Wednesday. Yes. Yes. So let's go ahead. So purple is going to go on Wednesday. Where do I put my checkbox on? Okay, the checkbox actually goes on the bottom on Wednesday. So what I'm going to do, just to remind myself of what I want to do, and I'm trying to decide, do I want to use green there or do I want to use green during the week? Let's see. This is always the most stressful part for me. Well, it looks like I did decent on that for a first lay down. Okay, so what color do I want to use for the weekend? Maybe we'll use yellow because it's bright and happy. I don't know. Actually, I think we're going to use green. And I can lay both of those down too. I just need to see what these things are going to look like. I almost feel like though for the weekend this week, I'm going to do them straight across. I think we're going to just go straight across with this. So I think we're going to put the checklist for both days. Maybe I ought to put them in the middle. Maybe that's what we'll do this time. And it's going to be a little bit weird that I'm doing it like completely different than usual for me, but I think I would like that a little bit better. Might help me a little bit more too. I don't know. Weekends are like really, because I work so much during the week, weekends can kind of be all over the place for me. So that's kind of why I think I don't really know all the time what to do when I'm like planning weekends. So if we did that, so we've got 2 greens there, right? So let's flip this out completely so I can look at this and think about it logically, because I need to know what I have to work with for the rest of the week. So I've got purple here, right? What if we did yellow, pink, purple, yellow, pink. Or should I do pink, yellow, purple, pink, yellow, purple, pink, yellow. Maybe we'll do yellow, pink, pink, yellow. That was my neck. I'm really sorry about that. Let's see. Or maybe we should do blue and yellow, and I'll use the pink over here because I have no pink in the sidebar. Maybe that's what we should do. So if I do yellow, blue, blue, yellow, we'll do yellow, blue, blue, yellow. So is there any... So on Tuesday, my checklist goes at the top. So this is going to be my reminder that this is what I'm doing. Because if I don't remind myself what I'm doing, I'm going to end up messing up. Okay. All right. So now that I know I'm doing yellow, blue, blue, yellow, and that means I can use pink over here. How many am I going to be able to fit here? Actually, I need to lay this down first. And I'm thinking that what's going to end up happening. I think we'll put a Happy Mail sticker because I probably will at least need to keep track whether they're being delivered this week or not of stuff that I've bought. Because if I don't, it's going to be a problem. But now, the funny thing is, I've gone through all of that and I'm thinking, no. What were my... Let's actually, yes, you know what? Let's do it. That's what I was going to do. And that's going to work out. Ooh, yeah, this is the color I was using on the sidebar. Let's just put this down like this. I think we are going to use one of those little 3 hearts. After I did all of that planning, that's just not surprising for me. But I still think we're going to use the pink one. And I think we're going to put this just like this. Because I think I shouldn't have more than 3 anyhow. And then we can put this like right here. If I can manage to get it down without it. And it's going to look a little bit weird too because these headers are glossy. And I'm okay with that. And then to finish off the sidebar, I think we're just going to lay this final one down right here. Doesn't really look too out of place, I don't think. I mean, it's a little off, but that's okay. I think that's okay. I think that's okay. All right. So let me get, what else is next? So I'm going to go through the meat, I think, of putting down boxes and all of that. And I will be right back with you guys to do some of the bigger stuff. Okay, so this is where I ended up after laying boxes down. I went a little more random. The only thing that's pretty consistent, honestly, is the full boxes and where they were placed. I changed the way I was going to do this initially because I was going to do yellow, blue, blue, yellow. But then I realized that yellow was going to be beside yellow and I didn't want that. I like the contrast. So that's why we did this. So now we are ready to start figuring out our entire week. And it's funny how I ended up, because of the way I did this, I ended up with 3 days straight across. Probably not my best move, but it's okay. So next time what I'll probably do is still stagger these. And I could probably do it right now if I wanted to, but I don't want to pull it up and then mess something up. So we're going to leave it. It's going to drive me crazy though, just so you know. Let's see here. Okay, so let's go to Monday. Let's zoom you guys in a little bit so we can work box by box. So I have my little list over here of like things that I wrote down. Of things that I need to put either here, or sometimes things get double put. I want them here because I want to mark that I need to, like, it's a dedicated project for the day, but they will still end up on this checklist at some point. I don't write my checklist typically until the morning of, just because this is my daily reminder of all the things that I have to do. And it kind of like, as you see, it like goes through, and I'll make sure that I write them, check them off. And that's kind of how I handle those. So yeah. The biggest thing that I have to mark on Monday, which I'm not thrilled to have to mark, but we're going to mark it anyway, is that we're going to use, I think, the yellow one up here for it. I think we're almost going to butt this right up at the top here. And I don't even know how to mark this. Basically, this is because my regional manager and my regional director will be in office that day. So that'll be lovely. It'll actually be pretty cool because I haven't seen our regional director since she became our regional director. But, you know. Let's see. It can also be a little bit stressful at times as well in the office when you have a lot of VIPs coming in, so to speak. And my practice manager is actually out this week. So let's see if I have anything that will go with any of these. Actually, I know exactly what I'm going to use for this. So some of the things that I pulled, I have my samplers from my order from Nikki on the Ultimate Planner sale. So I don't know how many of these are going to be usable for this. I really could have used that sick one. That was also me the night that I got home when I was sick, because taking steroids, you forget how hungry you get, and I literally devoured a whole entire bowl of watermelon. Neither here nor there, though. Let's see. What are we going to use? Where are those little stress case emojis? Or emojis? I don't remember which they are. I think they're emojis. Let's see. I'm sorry. This is just the cutest thing in the world. I mean, can we just talk about it? It's just precious. Okay, so that's a sampler. What do I want to use for this? Let's see. I maybe didn't pull as much as I thought I did. Let's see here. Maybe on this sheet we can find something that'll work. Not really, though. I'm not to use the little nerdy emoji. I don't know, though. These little stress ones, one of them might just do it. Maybe we'll use this one with a little headache, because that's probably going to be what I'm going to have. Actually, no. Let's keep that. Let's keep that pleasant, because if we think pleasant thoughts, it's going to be pleasant. That's what we're going to choose to believe. So let's put the little stress emoji back, and let's not claim that. Maybe we'll just use a cute little working emoji. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll just put this down here. Yes, because I want to put this over here. Okay. And then the other two things I have were that I need to divide up the collection calls, because they need to start on Monday. And then I need to post for the day. So for collection calls, what are we going to use? We need something money related. How about this little wad of cash right here? I'll just put this. Okay. And then the other thing is, I probably could have used that for the posting more than anything. Let's actually pull this out and see if there's anything money related in here that I could use. We're on the functional items. I guess it could be putting money in the piggy bank. Maybe we'll do that, because we have two of those and they're super cute. So why don't we do that? We'll use the little piggy bank for posting. Uh-oh, piggy bank got crooked. Now it's fine. Okay. Little piggy's almost a little too tall, isn't he? Doggone it. I wonder if I could... you know, he might go down onto the glitter header a little bit because I don't want to take up any room in my writing area. I struggle as it is. So let's just put him right there. Get him, make sure he's good and stuck down. Okay, so that's Monday. Tuesday. We're gonna have to figure out what our focus office is for the month. I think it could be a couple, but we're gonna roll with that. So I think we're gonna use, because I don't really know if we're going to have a team meeting that day. This is probably going to be a day that I need actually a label here first. So let's go with a yellow label. And we are going to put that down just like that because I need to make a phone call. Then I think we're going to go with maybe a green quarter box right about here. And then I think we'll use a patterned, oh, we don't have room for that. Okie dokie. Maybe what we'll do down here is, see, this is why I don't allow myself to like really put things away, right? Because here's what happens. Now I'm sitting here like, oh, maybe I could just use a flag. So I think that's exactly what we're gonna do. Maybe we'll use pink. We'll maybe use pink right there. And I think what we'll do is we'll put that there. That was so crooked. That's okay. So let's see what we can find for a phone call. Do I have anything that would constitute a phone call? Wish I'd known I had this little doctor one. I needed him the other day. And sometimes I do go back and do those kind of things, but not very often, being honest. I don't know if I have a phone call or anything that looks like a phone. Shoot. That's okay. So what we'll do, maybe I'll put it down as an email, but I'll know that I need to follow up on my email. That's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna sandwich that right there. So that color's really off, but that's okay. So my next thing is going to be that I need to find a focus office, right? So let's just go ahead and, is there a computer on this at all? Oh, I could have used this little one here, dang it. That's okay. Set you to the side. I need a little computer. I think that's the thing that I'm missing the most, is that I don't have a lot of things like that. So like my, that's more of a play button. I don't want to use all my working emojis for this kind of stuff, but I think I'm going to do that. Yes, that's what we're going to do. Our little working emoji is going to go right here. Okay, and this down here is going to be for me to post again. So don't know that I'm going to put anything with that just yet. I feel like if I label that every day, it's going to be a problem. Although, I don't know. Maybe there's some stuff in here I can use. We use the little stack of dollar bills. So we use a little piggy bank there. But there's also piggy banks on this sheet along with little dollar bills. But I don't know that I need anything. I feel like I'm going to overdo it. You know what? Actually, I just found the best one. So we'll just use this. I can just write post right there. That way he has a little place to live and it's a little money bag. Okay. Moving on. So Wednesday. Basically this day all I have is my focus office and posting. So what we're gonna do there is we're gonna do We're gonna actually do a patterned box here. And I think we're gonna do this pink one. Maybe, no, let's do the blue. Because it's gonna be up higher. Now, this is because, and the reason I didn't mark the team meeting here, and what I may end up doing, I may have to like put that elsewhere. I may end up having to put another one there, depending, because I don't know. Actually, let's just go ahead and mark that, because if I don't, I'm going to forget. Actually, let's just use this, because it's really cutesy, and it's not like overwhelming, and I hope I can write on this with my pen, because if not, that's going to be really inconvenient. We're just going to set this right here. That way I have something to mark the team meeting just in case. I don't know what kind it's going to be. Like I said, there's a lot of factors that play into that. I know that we're supposed to be having a business assistant hygiene synergy meeting, but we'll see what happens. Okay. Next up, I need probably, I don't think a quarter is going to fit in there, but we're just going to put another, we're going to put one of these little appointment labels. We just used yellow yesterday. Goodness gracious, pay attention to what you're doing. We have lavender down there at the bottom, so we're going to put that there. Focus office, we're going to come over here with our emoji today, so we're going to flip this upside down. And we're going to leave this pretty bare except for those two things. I just think that's going to be better. And I think what I'm going to do a week like this that I have, and I'm actually, you know what, the reason that this is good is because Mondays and Fridays are typically my bigger posting days. So we'll just leave those there. And let's pull another one of those little money bags for this. This little book is just precious as can be. I'm glad I bought these. I think I got these for like, I think these are like $5 at Michael's. They're really, really cute though. I got some of the weekly kits and the monthly kits. Don't know how I'm going to use those. We'll see what happens. And then this is for Focus Office again. So let's find another little working emoji. I think... This is why when I buy these working emojis, I almost have to buy like a million sheets at a time. Okay, so we're going to use our working emoji there. So now Thursday. Again, same thing, Focus Office and Post. Like that is the bulk of my week, which is why I'm like, sometimes I'm like, do I really need to plan? But then I'm like, yes, because if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So. That's a cute little laptop. I didn't even notice this up here in the corner. Okay, so we're going to do Post. We're going to drop this down a little bit lower because we have a lot of room to play with. Actually, you know what? No, let's put this down here. Put this on this side this time. What did I do on that side? Did I just kind of... Oh, I had a smaller space here. That's why it's looking a little more a little gappy right here. I have gotten pretty comfortable though with having white space. I did not used to be. It used to drive me up a wall, but it's like I've gotten a lot better with that over time. I used to want to be a white space. Oh, that is so crooked. Girl, that's not even kind of crooked. That was just like, you are a hot mess is what that was. Let's see how that goes. That's gonna be good enough. Okay, so again, we are going to put this on our little sheet here. Okay, and then up here, once again, I believe we are going to do our little Focus Office emoji. And we're going to put him on this side this time. Okay, now Friday. Friday we have no room and a lot I want to put in. Okay, so I think what we're going to do there is we're going to do, this is where washi may come into play, and it might end up being really helpful. So we might end up being a little colorful here. So we're going to do this up at the top. Let's see if I've got that under there good enough. I think it is. Okay. We're going to use this for focus office and post. But I think I'm just going to use my little piggy bank on that for both of those. And that way we'll make like a little checklist on it. And then that's going to make it where I don't have to deal with it. Okay, so we're going to... Where's my functional sheet that has my piggy bank on it? What'd I do with it? Oh, there it is. Okay, so I need my functional sheet with my piggy bank. We're going to bring our piggy bank over here. We're going to start out on the, well, no, we're going to keep him over here, I think. And we're going to line him up a little bit higher. And if he goes into that a little bit, that's fine. We'll figure that out. Okay, so we're going to put our focus office and post there. I wonder if any of these little sheets have little stars or anything on them. Because I was going to use those for, they don't. That's okay. I'll make my own checklist on that. Let's see. So then my other thing was, it's payday. So what do I have on here for payday? I think I used my payday. And I have a bill due sticker on that, but I don't think I'm going to use it. So let's do, actually, you know what we're going to use for payday? I had a little munchkin. I'm going to need you soon. Or a little emoji. I have stuff scattered. Oh, there he is. I had to find him. On this anniversary sampler, I've got this little payday guy. Now, the other thing that's going on Friday. I saw Nikki's story the other day, and I'm convinced that Nikki's trying to rob me of my bank account. I mean, come on. But that's okay, because more sticker kits are a beautiful thing. So yes, I know I want to, I'm going to go ahead and do this because I already know. I think we're going to use this little gray Coffee Monsters co-sticker that says, let me see if I can get them up here right. This shop took my money. And that's going to be Nikki's dedicated sticker for this day. Yes, it is. And we're going to put him right there because I already know. And then, so this is for post and focus office. Now I need my payday. And I clearly just forgot that again. So here's what we're going to do, I think, for this. I'm going to use... Oh no, this needs to go this way. We're going to use this little thing. That's going to be even enough. And then we're going to take this little payday emoji. And we're going to put him right here. Okay, but then here, I guess I'm going to take a quarter box. Because that's probably about all that's going to fit there. TBH, and even that's kind of going to drop into the washi, but I am okay with that because this payday, because between me and my best friend, we're paid weekly basically, because I get paid one week, she gets paid the next. Beautiful thing that happened. Wonderful. So basically this week I will be putting up half of the mortgage so that we have it ready to pay next week. So we're going to put this happy little house, because it makes our house happy when it's paid for. We got that there now. Okay, so now Saturdays are kind of free-for-alls. Let's do, because Sunday we already know is going to be, so I'm going to use a pattern box, I think on Saturday. At the top, maybe. maybe. And we're going to actually line this up with it just because, or on Sunday. Did I say Saturday? I am so sorry, guys. I am like all over the place. Okay, so on this, I know, and I know I'm going to need probably, oh, I've used all my quarter boxes. Oh, no. Well, it looks like we're going to use washing. That's fine. That's what the extra is there for. I think we'll use the yellow on this day, and we're going to put this box down here, well, this little piece down here for laundry. Because to be honest with you, that's like my biggest things on the weekend is like laundry and then we're just going to make sure this sits right there. And then I have my grocery emojis on that, but this has one, and I think we might just actually use the one that's on the sheet. Because we'll put him right here, just like that. Okay, so we got our groceries and our laundry. And on Saturday, we could have a whole bunch of stuff potentially. But I think what we're going to do first is we're going to come down here. Because one thing I need to do that night is, and I always do this at night, usually, ooh, that was all over the place. That was a mess. At night, typically, like right before I film my plan with, or edit my plan with me, is when I will do this little duty that I don't do very often, and I should do more. Okay, I think we're going to keep him on this side, though. So this is going to be for me cleaning my makeup brushes because it needs to happen. I try to do it every week, but I'll be honest with you guys, every 2 weeks is typically about as good as I'm getting. Okay, so the other thing on Saturday is I think, because I don't have anything for film, that's something that I'm going to have to get. It's not something I've ever had to buy before, so it's kind of weird for me. But we're going to find something to get for that. Let's see. Actually, I think we're just going to use this little one with headphones on. This little emoji with headphones on. And we're going to use that for film and edit. And we're going to put this over to this side because we got Mr. Piggy here with his little tail over in the way. So if we put this here, so that's going to be for film and edit. And then in the center, let's see what we're going to use. Do I have any that are just really excited about going shopping maybe somewhere? Yes, right there. Me and an emoji. Okay, let's find... I don't know that I'm going to fit a whole... because that's going to be way... well, maybe not. We're going to see. Because we might do this right here. We're going to see how this fits. You know what? It overlaps those two a little bit, but I'm not mad at it. Okay, so let me kind of separate this stuff out because if not, I'm throwing away stuff I don't need to throw away. Okay. Sometimes it's really sad, like honestly, to look at the amount of stuff that I throw away on any given week. It's terribly sad. I saw something else that I had brought in here too that I really wanted to use and I don't know what I did with it. Maybe in this? No, don't see it. Oh, I think it was for, I know exactly what it was. I just don't know what I did with it. I had a little scribble prints planner, but I don't know where that one has gone. Okay, it probably floated up there. It is down to the floor, but that's okay. I don't need it anyway. And I don't think I need any of the rest of these. So all of these will... It's so sad to see the amount of stickers I don't use in any given week. And let's find you guys out for a second. I'm always like really disappointed in myself to see how many I don't use. Okay, so this is what our full week is looking at. And here's what I'm going to kind of do. I'm going to, let me see if I can widen this out a little bit more. There we go. I think I'm going to fill out like some basic stuff on it and come back and show you guys. And then if you check my Instagram this week, what I'll do is I'll take half week and half week as I finish it. So I will be right back after I get things filled out. Okay guys, so after I have filled it out, what I can fill out for now, stickers are still flying everywhere. This is kind of where I've ended up. I've got my halo. I've got my countdown now because we bought Jonas Brothers concert tickets for here in Nashville. Yes, I like the Jonas Brothers. No, I don't care that I am 40 years old and going to the concert. I live for it, so concerts are like my thing. I love it. Anyway, I've got some Happy Mail stuff down here. I have my admin in office, probably my favorite handwriting that I did in this whole planner all week. Go figure. That's a hot mess. Most of my writing's a hot mess. Until I find out what my focus office is going to be, I'm probably going to leave these blank. Neither here nor there. Yeah, so this is kind of where we've ended up. And I will be posting a photo of this, obviously, on my Instagram. So as you can see, yeah, this is where we have ended up. So, anyway, that was it for this week. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And, you know, I'm trying to be consistent with this and posting, but I want to make sure that I stay on top of it, and it would be really helpful and really great to have the views and the subscribers to keep going without me feeling like I'm talking to myself here. So if you guys want to subscribe, that would be awesome. Share with a friend if they love planner videos, and I will talk to you all in my next Plan With Me. Until then, have a great week. Bye.